Good Friday evening, everybody. David Paul here in the KHOU 11 Weather Center. And I wanted to give you an update, make sure that everybody has the timing on the arrival of this Arctic air mass and what it means for temperatures, for a hard freeze Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning, and then this slight chance for a little frozen mix. Sleet, freezing rain is possible on Monday. So let's walk through all the timing. In the Arctic air, the boundary arrives Sunday morning before sunrise. Temperatures will drop from highs in the 60s on Saturday into the 30s by late morning on Sunday morning with a north wind of 15 to 20, and it will stay that way in the 30s and will drop down to near freezing Sunday night into Monday morning. If we're going to see a winter mix, freezing rain or sleet, it is going to happen Sunday night through the day on Monday. Northern counties have the best chance of seeing that. We'll take a look at that. And then the coldest weather, when you need to have those exposed outdoor faucets where they come out of the house, you should disconnect hoses, drain the water out of them so they don't do damage to the faucet or the hose. Make sure if you have a sprinkler system, if you have a sprinkler system, you have one of these PVC pipe valves that comes out of the ground with a little Venturi valve in there, backflow valve. Wrap that up. I wrap mine in a sleeping bag and duct tape it closed. That's expensive and really kind of a pain, and that type of a freeze will crack it if there's water in there, or crack the pipe. So wrap that up. And of course, the people, make sure folks are warm, check on each other. Pets need a warm place to go and or food and water outside. They need food and water and some shelter to go to if they're going to be outside. I've got a cat or two that don't come in. I make sure they have food and a warm place to go, and they're fine as long as they have that. And then again, Tuesday morning and Wednesday morning, those are lows in the 20s and teens that we'll be facing here in southeast Texas. So next 3 days. Saturday, tomorrow is a beautiful day, 62, great for tailgating for the Texans. Sunday in the morning before sunrise, temps start to drop. Temps fall through the day on Sunday, and they don't warm up at all. We're going to stay in the 30s in the afternoon. It's going to be a very unusual winter day for Houston. That 10% chance is for late Sunday evening. That's when clouds will thicken. There could be some precip begin to fall, and then that culminates in a chance for sleet or some freezing rain on Monday. 29 the low, 34 the high in Houston on Monday. That's going to be a very, very cold day. Tuesday morning. So there's been talk about ERCOT. Will they have enough power for the grid to keep going? And they say they will. This is going to be one of the coldest mornings across the state, which would pull a lot of power needs. Tuesday, 7 a.m. Houston's low then, 23, hard freeze. Palacios, 22. Lufkin, 15. Dallas, 12. You know, all across the state of Texas, it's teens and single digits. San Antonio drops down to 21. Get away from the heat island. It'll be in the teens around San Antonio as well. That's one of the coldest hard freeze mornings. That'll be Tuesday morning. These are temps now across the United States. You know, and here's the leading edge of the bitter cold air. We're at 47 in Houston, Dallas at 42. Compare that to 10 below in Bismarck, 19 below in Billings. That's the Siberian air coming in, and I thought I'd show you how cold it is up in Canada. If Houston is going to get an Arctic outbreak like we're getting now, it always starts with cold air coming across the Arctic Circle and being dumped right here into northwest Canada. So when you see 51 below at Old Crow, 38 below at Yellowknife, 31 below Prince Albert, you know, Carmack's 32 below, the cold air is in the spot where it can funnel down the front range of the Rockies. Here are the Rocky Mountains right here. And it actually dams up that cold air and helps to funnel it straight down into Texas. You know, the Rocky Mountain chain extends all the way into West Texas. So that's what funnels it down. That's why right there is the perfect spot for it to slide down into Texas. And that's what we've got. Texans tailgating. Games at 3:30. This is a beautiful day Saturday. Come on, Texans. But also a great day to prepare your house or property and animals and whatnot if they need protection from the cold, which will come in Sunday. 62, beautiful rain-free day on Saturday. Then Sunday morning, the marathoners, oh my goodness, spectators and runners alike. 38 in the morning, 6 a.m., 37 by 8 a.m., 36 at 10 a.m. A very cold and windy marathon. North wind at 10 to 15, gusting to 20. At least it will be dry, marathoners, but that wind is really what will get you. I know you're going to be wearing gloves, protect the hands, and man, that's a cold marathon. Good luck. Here's where we stand now. There's the leading edge of the Arctic air. That's the Arctic front right there. Pushes south. It hits Dallas at 4:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. So Saturday we're still mild, southeast breeze, beautiful day on Saturday, but there's the bitter cold stuff coming in from the north, and that pushes into Houston, 4:35 a.m. through downtown on Sunday morning, and then it continues to spill down across all of Texas, and that opens the door to this cold air all the way out of Canada down into Texas. Now, what about icy precipitation? We might see a little bit of that. So this is Sunday at 8:30 in the evening. That's when we will begin to see a slight chance for a little bit of precip to start to occur, very light. Then we go into the overnight, and this is Monday, 6 a.m. At that point, it looks most likely that from Austin to Dallas to Lufkin to Waco would see freezing rain or sleet. And so, we're looking at Monday morning, I-35, I-45 from Waco northward, and I-20 corridors potentially impacted by ice on bridges and overpasses. If that happens, you're going to see traffic trouble on I-20, I-35, and the northern branch of I-45. At that time, we expected this to be a cold rain, but I have to tell you, some of the models are coming in with even in our northern half by Monday morning being below freezing. So some of that could be frozen drizzle even in southeast Texas, north of downtown. So we have to watch for that possibility. Monday at 2 p.m., precipitation expands, and we'll have to wait and see how much of our northern counties end up getting into that freeze line and that frozen stuff. But be advised, heading northeast on 59, north on I-45, northwest on 290, all of those potentially, once you get outside of Houston, could have ice problems on bridges and overpasses during the day on Monday. This is 8 p.m. Monday, so this is off and on all day Monday. Still see that chance for a little frozen mix. What's forecast to fall should be very light. Maybe we will get away without having any significant issues, but we'll have to watch it carefully. That type of situation can go to 0 to 100 very quickly if you start getting ice on some of the bridges and overpasses. And by 3 a.m. Tuesday, what there is of that is exiting off to the east and into the Gulf, and that will be the end of our chance for a little bit of sleet or freezing rain. So Saturday's numbers are beautiful. Get it done tomorrow, whatever preps you're going to do. High goes to 62. The extended, there's Sunday where temps fall during the day on Sunday into the 30s. 40% chance for ice and or sleet in our area, especially north of I-10 on Monday, MLK Day. I don't know if they're going to have the parades, cancel the parades, but obviously all the parade goers and outside activities on Monday will be impacted by some very cold and potentially slightly icy weather. That is the forecast right now. And then the coldest mornings, again, the really hard freeze where you need to have your outdoor stuff protected, 19 degrees the low. That's Tuesday morning, 20 degrees Wednesday morning. Both those mornings are hard freezes. So this is a multi-day event. It starts getting cold on Sunday. All day Sunday's cold. Monday's cold with the chance for sleet. Tuesday and Wednesday are hard freezes. 4 days of truly winter weather for Houston. That's where we stand right now. Update live on KHOU 11 News at 10 o'clock. And we'll also be covering this, obviously, this weekend as this all approaches. We'll keep you posted here on the TV side, on the social media platforms as well. We'll see you for the next live update on KHOU 11 News at 10 tonight.